Let's be as spontaneous and as honest as we can. And each of you, I would like you to respond honestly. If I were to give you 500,000 rupees right now to each of you, I give each of you 500,000 rupees, and there's no free lunch. So I'm going to put some conditions. The first condition I put is you're going to spend this money in 15 minutes flat or take it back. And if this were to be a real situation, I actually give 500,000 rupees to each of you, and you have an option of spending it on anything in this world. You can pay dowry, get married, you can pay bail and get out of jail, you can do what you want, you can travel the world, you can burn the money for all I care, but you can't give it back to me. And if you don't spend it in 15 minutes, I'll take it back. So that's all. You have a 15-minute window, 500,000 rupees. How would each of you spontaneously decide to spend it? You could just type it out. What would be your priorities? How would you spend it? Padmaraj would buy land and gold, Pramod would donate it off, Ajay would invest in financial instruments, Dipanjan would invest in stocks, they would build a house, take care of the luxuries, pay for health insurance. Great. Travel, pay rent for 2 years in advance, buy property, learn, build business and travel. Great. Fulfill family needs, investments, land for my school, invest in education, buy land. Now look at it. So none of you actually spoke anything about what you earlier, a few minutes ago, we spoke of poverty as awareness, insufficiency, inadequacies, food, clothing, shelter, right? Except for a few who wanted to pay rent and buy a house, which is the security that brings in and not the lack of it. You didn't really do on anything else. So it shows something deeper. It shows that most of us, I'm just trying to rub it in and prove my fact, that if you're not struggling with an emergent need, if you're not struggling with something which is out there for you tomorrow, you're not going to spend money on that. And all you can, and if whatever list you make, right, except Rachita's food equipment and meds, and if you, it's not the food she's buying equipment for making food. If you list out everything, you can actually live without all that. None of you would suffer or die if you eliminate everything on your list. You could still carry on. So what you're investing on is not survival. It's something more than that. So is this basic for you then? Few minutes ago, basic necessity meant food, clothing and shelter. And now we are slightly unsure of what basic could mean, because each of you seem to have a different narrative of basic. And this is exactly what I'm trying to point out. So what is poverty then for you? Is it just not having investment opportunities, not having land, not be able to buy stocks and shares? What exactly is poverty for you?